Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Central Hardin for tonight's semifinal action of the region softball tournament. All game tonight is between the 32-7 Central Hardin Bruins and the 20-11 Taylor County Cardinals. Going down the lineup tonight, first starting for the Cardinals. Avery Smith will lead off, followed by Shania Cox. Autumn Henderson hits third. Danielle Sublett hits fourth. Addie Westbrook will hit fifth. Mariah Cox hits sixth. Mackenzie Cox hits seventh. Kaylee Thompson hits eighth. And Reagan Martis hits ninth. Going around the defensive alignment for Central Hardin. At third will be Emma Case, Emily Bryant at short, Madison Jones at second, with Angel Ashlock at first. In the outfield, Annika Nichols in right. Excuse me, let me back up. Annika Nichols in left, Peyton Bazier in center, and Macy Martin in right. Behind the dish tonight for the Bruins will be Bailey Richardson, and in the circle is Casey Gotti. Gotti gets two quick strikes on Avery Smith as she comes to the plate. Fouls that one back, stays alive. The count remains 0-2. Winner of tonight's game moves on to tomorrow night's championship ball game. Strikeout number one for Gaddy. That will bring up the catcher, Shania Cox. These two teams met back on April 25th, with Taylor County taking it 13-6 over Central Hardin. Central Hardin plagued by 7 errors in that ball game. On the outside corner is Gaddy. Strike one to Cox. Strike two. Gaddy coming out early, getting ahead of these hitters. 6 consecutive strikes now. Strike three. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Autumn Henderson, now for the Cardinals. Outside. One and 0 the count. That's going to be hit deep to left field. Going back on it is Nichols. Looks up. It's gone. And Henderson, helping her own cause, the home run. Gets the Cardinals on the board. And the wind blowing straight out today here at Central Hardin. That'll bring up third baseman Danielle Sublett now for the Cardinals. She'll be hitting from the left side.
I'm pretty sure that does not meet any code on the planet.
That one outside. 2-0 now, the count to Sublett. That one's going to be hit out towards Jones at second. She scoops it up to Ashlock in time, and that will end the top half of the first. There were 1 run on 1 hit, no one left on base, and no Central Hardin errors. So we head to the bottom of the first. Taylor County on top, 1-0. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Go down the Central Hardin lineup. Leading off will be first baseman Angel Ashlock, followed by shortstop Emily Bryant. Hitting third is Peyton Bazier, followed by Alicia Hager. Hitting fifth will be Annika Nichols, followed by Madison Jones in the sixth spot. Hitting seventh is Emma Case. She'll be followed by the catcher Bailey Richardson. And hitting ninth for the Bruins will be Macy Martin. Going around the defensive setup for the Cardinals, starting in the outfield, Avery Smith will be in left, Addie Westbrook in center field, Piper Rucker in right. Around the infield, Danielle Sublett will be at third, Mariah Cox at shortstop, Reagan Martis at second, Kaylee Thompson at first. And the battery tonight will be Shania Cox behind the dish with Autumn Henderson in the circle. Angel Ashlock now to the plate. Ashlock on the year hitting .462 with 10 home runs. That one in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. That one too far inside, evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. In there for a strike. 1-2 now the count. Changeup going to be hit. Gets past the diving Martis, and it'll be a single for Angel Ashlock.
The shortstop, Emily Bryant.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Emily Bryant. Bryant hitting .414 on the season with 9 home runs. Had a big home run last night in her second at-bat. Henderson looking to the dugout to get the pitch. That one well outside. Ashlock will move up on that wild pitch. A runner in scoring position for Bryant. Just 30 RBIs on the season. Slow roller going to go foul down the third base line. Everybody will return and reset. And a bunt right back to Henderson. She scoops it up quickly down to Martis. Makes the catch. Ashlock will move to third on the sacrifice bunt. So with one out, it'll come to the center fielder, Peyton Bazier. Bazier with 15 home runs on the season, hitting .479. That'll be outside. 1-0 the count. That'll be hit. It'll get past the third baseman into left field, and an RBI single for Peyton Bazier. And we're all knotted at 1 apiece as Ashlock crosses home plate. That'll get us to the designated player, Alicia Hager. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. That one inside evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. And the winner of tonight's game moves to tomorrow night's championship game at 6:30. Later tonight, we will have the other semifinal game, which will have the Greene County Hornets taking on the Elizabethtown Panthers. That game will start approximately half an hour after the conclusion of the first one. Hager rips that one back up the field, up the middle for a single. 3 singles here in the first inning for the Bruins. And that'll bring us to the left fielder, Annika Nichols. Bazier at second, Hager at first. Change up. Ball low. That low as well. 2-0 now the count to Nichols. Nichols comes up with a .376 batting average. Also with 30 RBIs on the season. Catches the inside corner. 2-1 now the count. Henderson looking into the Cardinal dugout after each pitch. Change up. That one's going to be ripped foul down the left field line. That'll even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 on the inside corner for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring us to the second baseman, Madison Jones. Jones asks for time, steps out. That one outside. 1-0 the count. That was slow roller in the box. It'll be picked up in foul territory. Even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Change up. That hits Jones, and so she'll advance to first, and so the bases will be loaded here with 2 outs. It was hit by a pitch that's going to move Hager to second and Bazier to third. That'll bring up Emma Case for the Bruins. Case with a .364 average on the season. It's hit back up the middle, gets underneath the glove of Martis. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run, and moving to third is Jones. A 2 RBI single. It's going to be an error on the second baseman. 2 runs do come in, and it'll be Bruins at first and third with 2 outs. And that'll bring up the catcher, Bailey Richardson.
Bailey Richardson. Martin on.
You got it, ladies! We got 2 outs!
Richardson with a .261 average does have 8 home runs on the season. A strong breeze out to right center. So he hit in the air towards left. And on it is Avery Smith. And so third out is recorded. But there were 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 runners left on base, and 1 error on the Cardinals. After 1 complete, our score, Central Hardin 3, Taylor County 1. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Due up in the top half of the second inning for the Cardinals, it'll be Addie Westbrook, Mariah Cox, and Mackenzie Cox. Casey Gaddy back in the circle for the Bruins. This will be Addie Westbrook to the plate. We found straight back 0-1 the count. In the regular season, Casey Gaddy, 25 games pitched, 18 of which as a starter. Had a 15-5 record with 1 save. That changeup outside evens it up at 1-1. Did 102 strikeouts with a 2.59 ERA. For a strike, 1-2 now, the count to Westbrook. Popped up, Nichols out there in left field. It's a couple steps over, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up shortstop Mariah Cox. The hit for the Cardinal.
It's telling me to go to 116.
Beautiful day here at Central Hardin.
It's telling me to go to 116.
86 degrees. Cox fouls that one off. That would have hit her. Been able to pull that bat back. Said it's 0-1 now, the count.
There's a strike.
Strike on the outside corner. 0-2 now, the count. Mariah Cox. Swings through that one. Strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Casey Gaddy. And that'll bring up designated player Mackenzie Cox for the Cardinals. High. 1-0 the count. That one low. 2-0 now the count. Inside, 3-0 now the count. Kinsey Cox steps back in. Ball high, and a 4-pitch walk issue to Mackenzie Cox. He trots down to first base. That'll bring up the first baseman, Kaylee Thompson. Catches the outside corner, 0-1 now the count. Richardson hopped up quickly from her catcher's position. Just to see if they will send Mackenzie Cox with 2 outs at first base. Will be fouled off. Count goes to 0-2. Change up, that'll be fouled off down the third base line. Case unable to get to it, so the count will remain 0-2. Mackenzie Cox trots back to first base. That one outside, throw behind Mackenzie Cox. Not going to be in time. 1-2 now the count. That'll be popped up into foul territory. Case gives chase, and Bryant diving out there, unable to get to it. And we'll go back and reset the count 1-2 for Thompson. Kenzie Cox back at first base. A slow roller, Bryant with it across the infield in time for the third out. So there were no runs on no hits, 1 runner left on base, and no Central Hardin errors. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, Central Hardin on top, 3-1 over Taylor County. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. 2 up in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be 9-1-2 in the Bruins lineup. Macy Martin, Angel Ashlock, and Emily Bryant. In there for a strike. Umpire kind of waited to make his decision on that one. Martin digs back in. Martin hitting .505 on the season. That'll be outside. Evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Martin steps back into the batter's box. The ball 2-1 now the count. Anderson toes the rubber. 2-2 now the count. 2-2 now the count to Martin. Slow roller right back to Henderson. Up with it. Across to Thompson for the first down of the inning. And that'll send us to the top of the lineup. Angel Ashlock. Ashlock 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored. Led off the game for the Bruins with a single. And Henderson looking into the Cardinals dugout to get the pit. Outside. Two and 0 now the count as that ball inside. Ashlock had success on the other time that these two teams met. She was 3 for 3 in the ball game with 3 runs. 3 and 0 now the count. That catches the inside corner. 3 and 1 now the count. Press box is in agreement that that was a makeup call from the pitch before. It was probably a strike more than that last one was. 3 and 1 now the count. Strike 2. That one catches the inside part of the plate and will go full. Ball 4, that one just inside. The other County faithful. Even that was strike 3. Seems like when Henderson needs a strike, she goes to that inside fastball. Emily Bryant now to the plate. Had a sacrifice in her only at bat. With Ashlock now at first base. 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. 3-1. Central Hardin on top. Quick swing on that one. 1-0. Able to hold back. Way out towards Martis. She gets it to Cox at shortstop. Not going to be in time at first. They do get the lead runner. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Peyton Bajer. Bajer 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI single in her first at bat.
2 outs, 1 on first. Yes.
Bajer steps out. One to 0 now the count to Bajer. She steps back in. Be hit back up the middle to Cox. Across the diamond to Thompson for the 3rd out. So there were no runs on no hits, 1 runner left on base, and no Taylor County errors. Through 2 complete, Central Hardin on top. 3-1 over Taylor County. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs, airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can also always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. Due up for Taylor County in the 3rd inning. It'll be 9-1-2. Reagan Martis, Avery Smith, and Shania Cox. Casey Galley back in the circle for the Bruins. Martis comes to the plate. For a strike. And popped up on the infield. Ashlock and Richardson chase after it. Bailey Richardson with the catch. That really should have been Angel Ashlock's. That'll head us to the top of the lineup for the Cardinals. Avery Smith, she's 0 for 1 on the day. Strikeout in her first at bat. It's called a strike. That was a bit outside. 0-1 now the count to Smith. Evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not a chance.
Foul straight back.
Does the second game start right after the first? Or
That foul straight back. 1-2 the count.
Out.
High. 2-2 now the count to Smith. Strike 3 on the outside corner. 4 Ks now on the day for Gaddy. She's had a strikeout in each of the 3 innings. That's going to bring us to the catcher, Shania Cox. Cox 0 for 1 on the day. She struck out in the first inning. That one back up the middle off Gaddy's glove. Jones gets to it. Quickly over to Ashlock. Not in time. A single for Cox. And now that'll bring us to Autumn Henderson. Henderson with a towering home run in her first at bat. They're going to substitute in. Chloe McCubbin will be the courtesy runner for Shania Cox. Again, pitchers and catchers receive a courtesy runner. Does not count as a substitution. Again, approximately 30 minutes after the completion of this game, we will have our second semifinal game. It'll be Greene County against Elizabethtown. Ball inside. Want to know the count. Foul that one off. I think with Henderson, they probably need to work the edges a little bit more. She caught that last pitch. Her home run pitch was right in the middle. Gaddy made a mistake on that one. 1-1 now, the count to Henderson. And that changeup gets away. McCubbin will move up to second. Held on to it way too long. I'm fouled up back. I believe that got both Bailey Richardson and the home plate umpire. 2-2 now, the count. I think you'd be very close with her. Work the edges. If you walk her, that would be okay. He swings at that one. That was high. That down near the tarp.
They're not counting it. They're not counting it as anything else.
Rip foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Danielle Sublett waiting on deck. That one's hit over onto the track.
Is this
Pulled that one
dugout
foul.
over here? It's really annoying.
I really think you throw a change up here, try to get her way out in front. She's fouled several of these off. Down the left field line. It is a change up, got her out in front. Nichols comes over, makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So there were no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. So as we head to the bottom of the 3rd, Central Hardin remains on top, 3-1 over the Cardinals. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. West Point Bank.
Yep.
Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple.
I don't care.
Due
if
up in
you're
the bottom
about to be
third,
the
bottom of the 3rd
Queen of
for the
England.
Bruins. It'll be 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. Alicia Hager,
I don't
Annika
care.
Nichols, and Madison Jones. I'd like to thank Tim Isaacs, J.C. Wright, and Coach Goodman for the hospitality and everything that's gone on in this 5th region tournament. As yesterday there were 4 games played here. After we had a large rainstorm roll here on Sunday night, the field was in perfect condition. All of the games will be able to play and get in. And the hospitality here at Central Hardin is second to none. Hager coming to the plate. She was 1 for 1 in the 1st inning with a single and a run scored. That one low. 1-0 the count. Henderson back in the circle for the Cardinals. That'll be fouled out of play by Hager. Now count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Steps back in. That one outside. 2-1. Got it in on her, fouls it over the 3rd base dugout. Two and two, bottom of the 3rd. Jordan on top, 3-1. All the runs scored in the 1st inning. Autumn Henderson homered for Cardinals. And Angel Ashlock, Peyton Bazier, and Alicia Hager all scored for the Bruins. Now down the left field line. Change up. This is out in the shallow center. Coming on, not going to be able to get there is Westbrook. And it'll be a single for Hager. She's 2 for 2 now on the day. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Annika Nichols.
So far.
0 for 1 on the day. She was caught looking in the first inning. Ducks have invaded the press box here at Central Hardin. That bunt, Nichols actually fouled off of her in the batter's box. It's a foul. 0-1 the count. Sub that cheats in from third. There's a bunt again. Henderson gets it. Gets it to, oh, Martis drops it. It looked like she was trying to turn and look. So it'll be an E4 as Nichols will be at first. Hager will be at second. So with no outs, runners at first and second, we'll get to Madison Jones. Jones was hit by a pitch in her first at bat. Made it around to third before being stranded there. Time Jones squared up. Thompson races in from first, Sublett from third. One, no, the count to Jones. Squares around again. Change up, able to lay it down right in front. Henderson gets it, whips it down, not in time, and it'll be an infield single for Jones. She beats the throw. That changeup really deadened the ball as it came off of Jones's bat. It probably only went 3 feet in front of home plate. And so Nichols moves to second, Hager at third. And so it'll bring up Emma Case with the bases loaded. Case 0 for 1 as she reached on an error last time. It did bring in 2 runs. Now we're going to have Coach Sanders go out and talk to his Cardinals. Coach Goodman will gather up runners and the batters there around him. If a 17th district team makes it to tomorrow night's championship game, we will have that for you here live on HCEC-TV. Game time is scheduled for 6:30 tomorrow evening. We have the Central Hardin Bruins in this game, and we'll have the Elizabethtown Panthers in our other semifinal later tonight. Henderson will stay in the circle. Hager at third, Nichols at second, Jones at first, as the third baseman Emma Case steps to the batter's box. Case asks for time and steps out. Ball in the outside corner. Strike one. Again, 0 for 1 is Case. She had a hard shot at the second baseman in her last at bat. That one's inside. Evens it up at 1-1. Back up the middle, trying to get to it is Cox across. It's going to be a double play. Will be an RBI for Case. It's a 6U and a 6-3. But that brings in Hager, so a 4-1 lead now for the Bruins, as Annika Nichols will be at third as the catcher Bailey Richardson steps to the plate. Richardson flew out to left field in her only at bat. 0 for 1 on the day. In there for a strike. Change up. That one's going to be hitting the left center. It'll be an RBI for Richardson. She rounds first. She'll head to second as they just get to the ball. She'll cruise in with a stand-up RBI double, as that'll score Nichols from third. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Macy Martin. Martin grounded out in her first at-bat. Sydney Green, the courtesy runner for Richardson.
Oh, what the crap? Yeah, sorry. I think I was trying to like find, like, I don't know. So I was like moving the camera. My bad.
Anderson toes the rubber. That one slow roller out towards short. Cox up with it. Cross in time. As a 6-3 put out will end the inning, but not before. Two Bruins cross home plate. 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. At the end of 3 complete, Central Hardin on top 5-1 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Due up in the top of the 4th inning for the Cardinals, it'll be 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. Danielle Sublett, Addie Westbrook, and Mariah Cox. Macy Gaddy will remain in the circle for the Bruins, with Bailey Richardson behind the dish. Sublett 0 for 1 on the day as she grounded out to Madison Jones in her first at-bat. Ripped down the first baseline. Ashlock right there makes the grab, and a 3 unassisted for the first out, and that'll bring us to the center fielder, Addie Westbrook. Westbrook 0 for 1 as she flew out in the 2nd inning. What you want to be is the 3rd batter up against Casey Gaddy in this ball game. The 3rd batter has gotten on base every time. It was a home run by Henderson. It was a walk by Cox. And last inning it was a single by Shania Cox. 0-1 now the count to Westbrook. Change up, fouled off. 0-2 now the count.
Okay, he's not saying I'm live, so now I just moved away. Here we go, 1-9, here we go, 1-9, here we go, 1-9. Here we go, 1-9, here we go, 1-9, here we go, 1-9. Here we go, 1-9, here we go.
Popped up over near first base. Ashlock tracks back, goes off her glove as she and Madison Jones run into each other. Like everybody's all right. Really a play where Jones gets that one as it's awkward turning for Ashlock.
No, like she caught
Everybody
it
says
and
they're
then she
okay.
fell
The
down
count
on
will
top of
remain
her.
no balls and 2 strikes.
Going on, what's going on? Let's go, Eddie! New one, Eddie! New one! Good!
That one high, 1 and 2 now. The count to Westbrook. Get out towards Nichols in left field. Makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up Mariah Cox. Cox 0 for 1 on the day. She has struck out in her last at bat.
Alright, just letting you know, I have the batter. Thank you. Good, Naya.
Yeah, that's a base hit. And the third batter strikes again. It gets out to the fence. Bazier going to throw it back into Jones. Sliding into second is Cox. With a double. And that'll bring us to the designated player, Mackenzie Cox. Mackenzie Cox 0 for 0 on the day as she reached on a walk in her only at bat. That one popped up. Richardson unable to get to it. A foul ball, 0-1 the count. Strike 2. Ball high, 1 and 2 now the count to Mackenzie Cox. Foul straight back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strike. Mariah Cox trots back to second base. That one high, evens it up at 2 and 2.
Double, but I'm like leaving one off so I can hear what their coaches are saying just in case I need to know.
That one hit towards Case. She makes the catch for the third out. So there were no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and no Central Hardin errors. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Central Hardin remains on top, 5-1 over the Cardinals. This is an HCEC-TV student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcasts of all local HCEC TV programs, airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can check our past broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC TV. We're going to have a change in the circle for the Cardinals. Haley Farmer now comes into pitch. Sorry. Piper Rucker actually will now into pitch. Looks like Henderson will be moving out to right field, so just a switch of players. So now due up for the Bruins as we get to the bottom of the fourth inning. It'll be 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. Angel Ashlock, Emily Bryant, and Peyton Bazier. Ashlock 1 for 1 on the day. Is a single and a run scored. Also reached on a walk.
First baseman, Angel Ashlock. Right on deck.
Got a ball. 1-0 the count. That one high. 2-0 now the count to Ashlock. On low. 3-0 now the count. There's a strike. 3-1 now the count. Ball high. Back-to-back at-bats for Ashlock results in a walk. So she's reached on all three of her plate appearances. That'll bring up Emily Bryant. Bryant 0 for 1 on the day. Did a sacrifice and has grounded out. It's actually hit into a fielder's choice. Rucker not with the same velocity that Henderson had. Not sure where that one missed. That one, ball one. Way out in front of that one, evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball high. 2-1 now the count to Bryant. That one fouled off. Bryant in the batter's box. So count will go to 2-2. Ashlock at first base. That one way out in front of again is Bryant. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one back up the middle. Mariah Cox gets it, flips it to Martis. Not in time at first. There'll be another fielder's choice for Bryant and a 6-4 put out of Ashlock for the first out. That'll bring us to the center fielder, Peyton Bazier. Bazier 1 for 2 on the day. She has an RBI single and a run scored, also with a ground out. That one a slow roller. Sublick just got to it. Cox now going to throw it across. Not in time. And it'll be an infield hit for Bazier, as Bryant will now be at second base. And that'll bring up Alicia Hager. Hager 2 for 2 on the day with 2 runs scored. Both of her hits were singles. I'm going to hit out towards Cox. Scoops it quickly over to Sublett in time for the force out. At third. Heads up play by Mariah Cox. It does move Bezier to second. Hager will be at first. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Annika Nichols. I got ahead of myself, sorry. I was right. Annika Nichols now at the plate. Hager at first base. Bezier at second. Nichols 0 for 2 on the day. She had a strikeout. She did reach on an error and come around to score. That one another hit out towards Cox. Up with it. Cross it pops loose. And Bezier, never stopping from second, will come in to score. As an E3 on first baseman. Bezier scores the 6th run of the day for the Bruins. Hager never stopped from first. And then after the play, Annika Nichols just moves up to second as the defense wasn't quite prepared. Madison Jones down to the plate. Jones 0 for 1. She was hit by a pitch in her first at bat, and last at bat reached on a fielder's choice. That one hit the sublet. Across the infield to Thompson in time for the 3rd out. There's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and 1 Taylor County error. Through 4 complete, Central Hardin on top, 6-1 over the Cardinals. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associate, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Due up for the Cardinals in the top of the 5th inning. It'll be Kaylee Thompson, Reagan Martis, and Avery Smith. Casey Gaddy will remain in the circle for the Bruins, with Bailey Richardson behind the dish. A reminder, approximately 30 minutes after the completion of this ball game, we will have the other semifinal matchup that will be between the Greene County Dragons and the Elizabethtown Panthers. Thompson steps to the plate. She's 0 for 1 on the day. She had a ground out in her first at bat. That outside, 1-0 now the count. That one fouled off down the 3rd baseline. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. County back into the circle as Thompson steps back into the batter's box. That was slow roller towards third. Case with it. Across the Ashlock in plenty of time for the first out of the inning. Now, Regan Martis to the plate for the Cardinals. 0 for 1 on the day. She popped out to the catcher. In there for a strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Low 1-1, and we've lost the softball. Count even at 1-1. Change up, ripped down the third baseline into left field, so it'll be a single for Martis. It breaks the streak of the third batter getting on, or at least the first two getting out in every inning. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. Avery Smith. Smith 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. The ball outside. Been there for a strike. That one ripped down the third base line. It gets inside the foul line. Martis coming from first to third. It'll be a double for Smith. So with one out, it'll be runners at second and third. And the third batter of the inning gets on again. 5 consecutive innings. That'll bring us to the catcher, Shania Cox. Cox 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a strikeout. That one down the line, that will be foul. On the count to Cox. Martis at third, Smith at second. That one found straight back, 0-2 now the count. That one popped up on the infield in foul territory. Bailey Richardson makes the play for the second out. Chris Bell taking credit for that play here in the press box. Hey, Mike Bell has said that they should walk Henderson, the best hitter for the Taylor County Cardinals. Coach Goodman going to walk to the circle to discuss it. Not sure if they have a headset between the press box and the coach's dugout. Brother Bell is very insightful in what he brings to the softball game. I've run out of stuff to say about him. We do again want to thank Central Hardin for their hospitality here at the 5th Region Softball Tournament. Coach Goodman runs a first-class program in a first-class tournament. There are 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th inning. Central Hardin on top 6-1. Martis at third, Smith at second. And Chris Bell is correct. The only reason I say those things is because there's air conditioning in this press box. Back to action, Henderson's going to step in. Henderson 1 for 2 on the day with a towering home run in the first inning. The only run for the Cardinals. I think you're going to be very selective in what you send her. Fastball high and inside that time. Henderson swings at it. 0-1 the count. That one inside, and that'll be fouled out of play. You got to come back with a changeup here, as Henderson and actually all of the Taylor County batters have been in this inning out in front. Had their 2 base hits, both just inside the third baseline. That one inside. 1-2 now the count. well outside, evens it up at 2-2. You also can be very selective in this, in that you do have a base to give. And down in the dirt, and it'll be a strikeout for the third out of the inning. There were no runs on 2 hits, 2 runners left on base, and no Central Hardin errors. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Central Hardin remains on top 6-1 over Taylor County. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Piper Rucker back into the circle for the Cardinals. Is due up in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Bruins. It'll be 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Emma Case, Bailey Richardson, and Macy Martin. Now the boss is here as J.C. Wright has entered the building. Everybody has to sit up straight, act accordingly, as we're ready to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Case steps to the plate. She is 0 for 2 on the day. She reached on an error in her first at bat, then had an RBI in her second at bat. That one high. In the last inning, the Bruin hitter's way out in front of Rucker. If after seeing them once, if they'll be able to adjust. That one down the, that's going to be fouls. It was in foul territory before Sublett got to it. One and one now, the count to Case. All right, 2 and 1 now, the count. That's going to be ripped out into left field. And a good catch out there, really good catch that time by Smith. She takes away a base hit. Line out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Bailey Richardson. Richardson 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI double. That one bouncing in to 1-0 the count. We head out towards Mariah Cox, up with it across to Thompson for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring us to the right fielder, Macy Martin. Martin 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of ground out. Martin steps in now. Rucker ready. Swings at the first one, fouls it off. So that actually hits Martin in the batter's box. Foul ball, 0-2 the count. That one high. One and two now the count. After swinging through strike three, the ball gets away from the catcher. So it's a strikeout with an error on the pitcher. And so that will get us back to the top of the order as Angel Ashlock will step to the plate. Ashlock 1 for 1 on the day. She's also reached on 2 walks as a run scored. That one inside. 2-0 now the count to Ashlock. That was a strike. Martin steals second. First stolen base of today. Now there'll be a runner in scoring position. That ball was a strike. The last pitch was a strike to Ashlock. 2-1 now the count. Ball outside, 3-1 now the count. That one hit out towards the second baseman. Hardis up with it. Over to Thompson for the third out of the inning. So there were no runs on no hits. 1 error and 1 runner left on base as we head to the the top of the 6th inning. Central Hardin remains on top, 6-1 over Taylor County. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Reminder, after the completion of this ball game, we'll wait about 30 minutes. And then we will have our second semifinal of the day. And it'll be Greene County taking on Elizabethtown. Bailey Hardiman now checking into the lineup for Central Hardin at third base. Gaddy back in the circle. And due up in this top of the 6th inning, it'll be 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. Danielle Sublett, Addie Westbrook, and Mariah Cox. And at the conclusion of this ball game, we will have the presentation of the all-tournament team.
Guys, they got a pitcher they're going to need to warm up out here, okay? She's coming over now.
Officials making sure everything's where it's supposed to be. As Sublett steps to the plate. Sublett 0 for 2 on the day, a couple of ground outs. Her last at bat hit a scorcher to Angel Ashlock. There's that one now, 0-2. As Gaddy went away from Sublett that time. That one will be hit out towards the shortstop. Bryant doesn't play that well. That'll be an E6 as Sublett will get to first base. That'll bring up the center fielder, Andy Westbrook. Westbrook 0 for 2 as she's had 2 flyouts to left field.
Stay on it.
Andy Westbrook, the center fielder.
Spot here. Pitch, okay? You need to move. This is their game right now. This is their bullpen. Move now.
We're going to have a pinch runner for Sublett. Be number 3. Number 3 going to be
Williams now running at third for Sublett. Yellow now running at third.
I think it's William with the G. William. Elena William. I'll be fouled out of play. Westbrook steps in. 0-1 the count. That one back up the middle. Gaddy with it. Turns, throws it to Bryant, who Bryant slings it across for the double play. A 1-6-3 double play. And that'll bring us to Mariah Cox. Cox 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Goes through that one. 0-1 the count. Popped up out of play. 0-2 the count to Mariah Cox. That one fouled straight back. Comes back onto the field of play. J.C. Wright in the press box, his birthday later this week. Rumor has it he's 74, 75, somewhere in there. 0-2 the count, that one outside. 1-2 now the count. Now, I was not the one who came up with those ages for you, J.C., just so you know. 1-2 the count for Cox. That one fouled out of play as well. Out straight back again. One and two the count. That change up rolls in there. 2-2 now the count. Be hit out into the outfield. Nichols going to come in, makes the catch for the third out of the inning. There were no runs on no hits. There was one Central Hardin error and no runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the sixth. The score remains Central Hardin on top 6-1 over the Cardinals. Again, after the ball game, we will have 2 members named to the all-tournament team. So far on the all-tournament team, we have Emma Moore from LaRue County, Maddie Robbins from Bethlehem, Abby Scott from Marion County, and Kate Taylor from Washington County. Due up in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Bruins, it'll be 2, 3, 4 in the lineup. Emily Bryant, Peyton Bazier, and Alicia Hager. Rucker back into the circle for the Cardinals with Shania Cox behind the dish. Emily Bryant steps to the plate. Bryant 0 for 2 on the day. Does a sacrifice and then reached on a pair of fielded choices. Way out in front of that one. 0-1 now, the count to Bryant. Now a fouled off down the third base line. Going to the count. Bryant back into the batter's box. That one way outside. 1-2 now the count. Swings out in front of that one. Strike 3. That'll bring us to Peyton Bazier. Bazier 2 for 3 on the day. Got an RBI and a pair of runs scored. That one inside. That'll be outside. 2-0 now to Bazier. That'll be hit out into center field. Westbrook takes a couple of steps to her right, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. That'll bring us to the designated player, Alicia Hager. Hager's reached on all 3. She's 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles and a pair of runs scored. That one ripped into left center. It'll be another base hit for Hager. And she'll have 3 singles on the day. And that'll bring us to the left fielder, Annika Nichols. Nichols 0 for 3 on the day. She has reached twice on an error and has a run scored. That one hit out towards Mariah Cox. She'll go across the infield to Thompson for the third out of the inning. So there were no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and no Taylor County errors. Through 6 complete, our score 6-1 with Central Hardin on top as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Again, at the completion of this game, about 30 minutes after that, we will have our second semifinal matchup. Second semifinal tonight will be between Greene County and Elizabethtown. Due up in the top of the 7th for the Cardinals. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup. Mackenzie Cox, Haley Thompson, and Regan Martis. Now, should be Mackenzie Cox, the designated player. Cox is 0 for 1 on the day. She reached on a walk and popped out. Cox hits that out towards second. Jones up with it. Over to Ashlock in time. And now that'll bring out the first baseman, Kaylee Thompson. Thompson 0 for 2 on the day with a pair ground out. 27 years of announcing. Brother Mike Bell just made the first mistake ever. Called somebody out of the wrong order. J.C. Wright said he was forgiven and all is well. That one fouled straight back. Change up from Gaddy. 0-2 now the count. Way outside, 1-2 the count to Thompson. That'll be hit out in the left field, base hit for Thompson. It's a single. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Regan Martis. Martis 1 for 2 on the day with a single. I have a substitute runner. Going to be number 6. Will be running. Chloe McCubbin will be the pinch runner for Thompson. And Martis 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a fly out. That one fisted off down the third base line and makes the catch is Bailey Hardiman. And that'll send us to the top of the lineup, Avery Smith. Smith 1 for 3 on the day. So a pair of strikeouts and a double. Cardinals down to their last out. So they need to score 5 runs to continue this game on. Ball high. Snap throw down to first, not in time.
Sorry, I was zooming out.
McCubbin slides back in. Fouls that one off. Move that one off the home plate umpire's foot. 0-2 the count to Smith.
Yeah, because Central's at 1-6. Nope. Not necessarily.
And Smith will be hit by a pitch. She will go down to first. That'll send McCubbin to second. With 2 outs, it'll be runners at first and second for the Cardinals as Shania Cox steps to the plate. Cox 1 for 3 on the day with a single, ground out, and a fly out. Henderson on deck. Swings through that first pitch. Oh, and 1 the count. Cox steps back in. That one down the third base line, foul. 0-2 the Cox. The count now to Shania Cox. County goes back into the circle. He popped out of play. Two runners at first and second, 2 outs. That's going to be hitting the shallow left field. It'll be a base hit for Cox. She'll now be 2 for 4. Nichols slow up with it. Coach Sanders held McCubbin at third, and so it'll be bases loaded for Autumn Henderson. Henderson 1 for 3 on the day, but that one a solo home run back in the first inning.
Right fielder Autumn Henderson.
So McCubbin at third, Smith at second, and Shania Cox at first as Henderson steps to the plate. Ball inside. The last 2 hitters, Martis and Smith. Smith and Cox both taken to an 0-2 count. Smith is hit by a pitch. That's going to be ripped down the line, hooking foul. Even the count at 1-0. After Smith was hit by a pitch, Shania Cox gets the single into left field. One and 1 the count. Changeup hit back up the middle. Madison Jones with it, shuffles it over to Bryant, and that will do it. It's the fielder's choice. 4-6 put out ends it. There were no runs on 2 hits. 2 runners left on base and no errors. So the ball game finishes 6-1 with Taylor County coming out victorious, and they will move on to tomorrow night's championship game scheduled at 6:30. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626, and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. 888-888-0000, online at mugabug.com, and West Point Bank. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Now naming the all-tournament team from Taylor County.
Presenting the 5th Regional Tournament Team Award to the Lady Cardinals. At this time, we'd like to recognize Autumn Henderson. Also, Shania Cox.
And Shania Cox. Again, they join Emma Moore from LaRue County, Maddie Robbins with Bethlehem, Abby Scott with Marion County, and Kate Taylor with Washington County. We're going to take about a 30-minute break. When we come back, we will have our second semifinal, as it'll be Greene County taking on Elizabethtown. All of our workers here. I'm Bobby Thompson, and we will be back shortly.
This has been a Hardin County Educational Community Television production. Live local sports are on Brandenburg Channel 1, and all rebroadcasts are on Brandenburg and Comcast Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and on our YouTube site. Also check out our live sporting events on nfhs.com or visit us at hardin.k12.ky.us. Hardin County Educational Community Television, located in Hardin County, Kentucky, a division of Hardin County Schools, airing on Brandenburg, Comcast, Spectrum, and also airing online.
Providing live coverage of local high school sports.
Covering community and school events, while teaching students along the way.
HCEC-TV, the area's leading educational and government access channel, training the next generation of media arts students.
Control your home even when you're not there with Brandenburg Telecom's home automation service. Turn lights on and off, lock and unlock doors, and change settings on your thermostat using your smartphone or tablet. Stop worrying whether or not you remember to close the garage door, and save money by programming your thermostat to reduce energy used when you're not home. Call Brandenburg Telecom for a free quote and enjoy the convenience of having home automation, phone, TV, and internet service, all from one local company.
All right, son, you ready to open your first savings account?
Yes, I am.
West Point Bank has been growing with our customers for over 30 years. We know what it takes to support them in every stage of their life. You need a bank that you know and trust to help you reach your goals and make your dreams come true. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
You have a choice because not all physical therapy is the same.
So when you need physical therapy, come to the one chosen as Hardin County's Reader's Choice winner 4 years in a row.
We are always working to better educate and stay ahead of the latest advancements in physical therapy.
Physical therapy can get you back doing what you love to do.
If you're experiencing pain, loss of mobility, or just want to feel better,
come see us at Physical Therapy Associates in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Hodgenville, and now open in Brandenburg.
Hey everyone, Ryan here. I just wanted to announce some exciting news that I'm officially a licensed realtor. I've been a part of a championship-winning basketball team, a conference-winning Bellarmine golf team, and now I'm part of an award-winning real estate team, JT Pitts & Associates at RE/MAX Premier Properties. If you have any real estate questions, real estate needs, or just want to reach out, please don't hesitate to call or send me a message. My number is right below. I'm ready to bring that winning mentality to the real estate industry so I can give my clients the service they deserve. Thanks.
Bluegrass Cellular's faster data speeds and more complete coverage keep you connected to your community, no matter where life takes you. Whether you're exploring your own backyard or forging new paths across the country. Talk better, text better, play better, and share better. Here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
E-Town Exterminating, a locally owned, family-run pest control company, has been serving Hardin County and the surrounding area since 1976. E-Town Exterminating provides pest control for residential and commercial properties. E-Town Exterminating on Ring Road in Elizabethtown. Phone 737-6900.
E-Town Exterminating. What the buzz is all about.
For additional information on HCEC-TV programming, call 270-769-8855 or email Gina Ryan at hardin.kyschools.us. On behalf of HCEC-TV, we would like to thank all of our live coverage sponsors.
My name is Jeff Crady. I'm the head tennis coach here at Central Hardin High School. The season started off really well. We've the girls have started off 3-0 and the boys are 2-1. We just came back last night from a big match of Kentucky Country Day in Louisville, who's traditionally a strong program there. And the girls won 4-1. The boys lost a close one, 3-2. And it was good to get that sort of competition, as both teams are good and can handle that sort of competition. Both teams are definitely experienced that they've been playing for a while. They're both very deep. A lot of teams in the state right now are having a hard time fielding full teams, and I could probably field 2 to 3 full teams with the number of kids we have. And most of the kids out there are ones who've played all year round as most they can and are really skilled. So we can sub people in and out and not really lose much in that sort of situation. Also, the kids are young, which in some ways is a hindrance, but thankfully they've been playing so much and so long that even though they're young, they actually have quite a bit of experience. Tatum Cox is our lone senior on the girls team. She's been on the team since about I think the 7th grade. All those years she's played predominantly singles. This year she switched over to doubles with junior Riley Reed, and they've started off the season really strong, beat a good team from Kentucky Country Day last night, and we have really high expectations for this year. And they have really good chemistry together, and Tatum's doing a great job of leading them and being aggressive and setting the tone for them.
My name is Tatum Cox. I'm a senior and I play for Central Hardin for 1 doubles. We just started our season a couple weeks ago and it's been going pretty well. We have a pretty new team with a lot of young players, especially 8th graders and freshmen, and they're all doing really well. We've all been getting along really well, been really working on team spirit and sportsmanship, and I think it's just going to be a really great season. We're really excited. My favorite thing about tennis is probably the challenging part about it. I get to go out here on the court pretty much every day and let loose a lot of energy and just challenge myself in a lot of physical and mental ways. I get to work with people as well, work with one of my close friends who's my doubles partner, and we just get to challenge each other and play against each other and just really focus on the mental aspect of it as well. For doubles, my strategy will differ. Depending on the player, we'll usually take an aggressive or more passive approach. Usually we like to go at the net a lot, really go for things. We have a saying to each other, if we ever miss a shot, we always say, it's okay, like you went for it. And as long as we're just going for like the challenging shots and again pushing ourselves, we never get down ourselves and we just keep trying to play to win. The biggest competition would probably be North Hardin. Leslie and Karina are 2 really good players. We've played a lot together in these past few years, and we're pretty good friends on the tennis courts, but they are definitely really challenging players, really good, and I'd say that would be our biggest competition. Again, like they've been playing for several years, and they're very experienced, and I think they're going to do really well this season, so that'll be our biggest competition.
My name is Mike McCune. I'm the tennis coach at John Hardin High School. So far, we've been battling a little bit with the weather, obviously. We're finally getting some nice warmer weather, drier weather, but so far the season's going well so far. Our top player is Spencer McCune. So far he's had a really good season. He's won all his matches except for one. The one match that he did lose was to really good player from LaRue County in 3 sets. So he's hoping to he's improved a lot and hoping to do some really good things this year.
I'm Spencer McKinnon. I'm the #1 singles player for John Hardin High School. And this season is a big season for me because I feel like this year I've worked harder leading up to the season more than any other year, and it's just a really big year since my junior year. A lot of the time when I'm warming up, I like to hit it at my opponent and see every one of their shots. So forehand, backhand volleys, approach shots, things like that. Feel out their game and see what they're best at and what they're weakest at. And obviously you want to put emphasis on their weaker shots. And I'm really big on approaching and volleying shots away because a lot of times it can be hard to put people away at the baseline, whereas it can be easier to put them away at the volley line. Obviously, there's a lot of competition between North and Central and E-Town because they're all so close, and it's always fun to have those rival matches and Thor and Drew, and so that's always fun.
Hi, I'm Jody Bingham from North Hardin High School. We've had a good start with the season so far. I think the girls are 4-2 and the guys are a little bit struggling right now. We've just won a couple of matches, but we have 5 new players for the guys this year, and the girls are returning three players from the regional team last year. Actually, I'm sorry, 4 players from the regional team last year. Yes, our top player this year is Addison Sutton. She was area player of the year last year. She won the regional singles title. She's back this year as a junior. Pretty big star for the basketball team, so she is definitely our leader for the girls. And I do want to mention Drew Quarter for the boys. He's our top player back. He was seeded in the 6-man tournament last year at the region. He's back as a senior this year.
My name is Andrew Quarter, and I go by Drew. And we've played 6 matches so far this season, and I'm 3-3. We've played some good opponents, and I've played some good tennis coming up, and I'm hoping to improve throughout the season. I kind of employ the strategy of just keep the ball in. As long as my opponent makes a mistake, I don't have to make a mistake. I try to keep my errors down to a minimum in a match and make less errors than my opponent.
Hi, my name is Addison Sutton. I'm a junior at North Hardin High School. I play tennis for them, obviously. This season is going pretty great so far. Haven't lost a match yet, but definitely there's some great competition this year, and I can't wait to see what's up next. Well, every strategy is different for every game because not every player is the same. So every match you just got to come in focus and see what is coming at you before you start. So I'd say every strategy is different. Okay, so let's say there's a consistent player. So you're going to know that you got to keep in 5 or more balls, 6 more balls. You just got to keep in that 1 more ball than them to beat that person. But then there's a person who will come at you with hard shots. So you just have to be consistent and you have to place it to where they mess up.
I'm Terry Cavan. I'm one of the head coaches at LaRue County High School, and right here playing North Hardin right now. Currently in our season, our guys are 4-2, and our ladies are 5-1. And part of that reason, we have a girl from Germany that's came over. She's playing #1 singles for us, Hanna Benzemir, and she's playing really good tennis. And we hope that in the region that she can compete with the top seeds.
Hi, my name is Dale Mings, and welcome to HCEC-TV live sports coverage. We want to take a few moments right now to recognize one of our longtime sponsors with our live sports coverage, Bluegrass Cellular.
Well, we started back in 1989, just offering your basic service to our customers, and eventually in 1998, we started doing our first digital service, providing our first digital service, and then later, in 2005, we launched our first smartphone service, and ever since then, we've been adding to our product portfolio, enhancing the services, and now we even have mobile services as well as a number of fleet digital services for our business customers. Well, the future is pretty bright. Right now, we continue, as I mentioned, to enhance our portfolio. So we have in-vehicle internet services that we can provide to families as they travel throughout the holidays. We have our fleet services where you can monitor and manage how your vehicles are being used if you're a business customer of ours. So it looks pretty bright. We're not just only focusing on the mobile handheld device. So we can even service your internet, provide your internet service in your home. Well, we have a core employee group of approximately 400 employees, but more importantly to us, not only do we have our employees that are directly employed by our organization, but we support well over 125 vendors. So each of those vendors have their own set of employees, and they're all part of the Bluegrass family. So it's your community expanded, it's our business expanded, so we're completely entrenched and we're fully invested in where we are. I tell you what I'm really excited about is when we talk about being local, oftentimes organizations, we picture a local as a place, right? My organization is located in Elizabethtown. That's a specific area where you are. Here, what we do is we like to do local. So local as a verb and action word. So just the other day, we were very fortunate enough to be involved in a shelter clean out. We cleaned the grills and tables and walls of a community shelter so they were able to pass their inspection. This wasn't done on the weekend where employees just do when they feel like they would fit their schedule. This was actually done during the day. The company fully supported that, fully supported our organization's team members to go out to the facility and do work there. Beyond that, a lot of times when you hear the word local or local involvement, you may think of an organization of our size would simply write a check, or that's how we are involved. But once again, I mentioned that we do local. So we're actually involved in organizations such as Helping Hands and Battle for the Bluegrass, where we're providing funds for schools, and we're actively involved. So that's how we view our local involvement. Well, right now we are really excited about our Wi-Fi service. So you can have your internet in your home in areas where previously some of the landline providers were unable to provide you with internet service. Now you can come to Bluegrass Cellular and we can provide you with internet service in your home. Even if you're in an extremely rural area, you can be connected digitally to the rest of the world. On top of that, as I mentioned, we have our fleet services. So if you own a business, our internet service will allow you to track your vehicles, will allow you to do business on the move and on the go. So your employees, particularly if you have a sales organization, they're no longer tethered to a cubicle or to an office. There's always work to be done, and when you're mobile and when you're mobilely doing work, then you're going to be extremely more productive. And that's all due to some of the products that we're offering. Well, you can walk into one of our retail locations. We have over 35 located throughout central Kentucky. So we're in a town near you. We can also find us at bluegrasscellular.com.
Thank you for taking a few moments to learn about one of our longtime sponsors here at HCEC-TV. And we just want to thank Bluegrass Cellular once again for supporting our students and providing this wonderful service. Now let's get back to the ball game. Hi, I'm Dale Mings. Welcome to HCEC-TV live sports coverage. Now we're here again today in our studios talking to one of our longtime sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, and we have Don McMahon with us today to tell us a little bit more about Brandenburg. Welcome, Don.
How you doing? Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Don, tell us a little bit about Brandenburg Telecom, kind of its history and so forth.
Yeah, Brandenburg Telecom has been in this area since 65 years. We started off in Radcliffe, and then we've branched out from there. So in E-Town, we've probably been offering service in E-Town it's probably about 18 to 20 years almost for service in E-Town. So we have all the cities in Hardin County. So we've been here for a little while.
Now, I used to live in Meade County, and so I know that Brandenburg kind of started out as one of those small town telephone companies.
That's where we first started, and we decided to branch out from there. So, yep.
And it's, I think one of the things that's always intrigued me was the fact that you guys have been really innovative. And again, that small town telephone company, but yet you guys have brought the cutting edge technology to our area. And I think you continue to do that.
Yeah. fiber service is a big deal. I'm sure everybody's heard of fiber service mainly from Google, bringing it to major cities throughout the U.S. So we started out in Meade County building fiber service, and we have most of it built out. It's still going. But recently we're able to offer fiber in the county of Hardin County, whereas we used to be in the cities. Now we're in the cities with fiber and the county. So the county is getting built out slowly but surely. We have 2 crews going right now, so hopefully we'll get it out. We'll get it out built eventually.
I know that's good news for a lot of folks like me. I live way out there in the boonies, and right now we don't have a whole lot of options.
Yeah, right now with today's technology, you have wireless devices, you have 4K TVs, so that demands a lot of bandwidth. And with fiber service, you can get up to 1 gig at your home, so that's huge. I mean, for a little community like this, which E-Town's getting bigger and bigger every day, I know that. So it's a really good product to have.
So I guess what we need to tell people is stay tuned. It's coming.
Definitely. When we do open a new fiber area, we go door to door. So we'll hang a bag on your door, and then we'll that'll let you know that fiber's ready. And we also do some advertising in the News Enterprise, and we put all the addresses in the that's available. So you can check that out too.
Well, now, if people wanted to know, for instance, are they in an area where they already have Brandenburg available to them, how can they find out about what's available, what services you offer?
Yeah, definitely give us a call at our office. We have a new office in E-Town on 62. Phone number is 270-982-4466. And anybody can tell you what we do. We do TV, phone, internet, security, so they can get any information from the office. Just call your local office.
So the new office kind of took the place of the one that was downtown on Dixie.
Yeah, we used to be on Dixie Highway. We shared a space with West Point Bank, but we've grown bigger and we have bigger plans, so we spread out a little bit. So.
I think it's kind of neat how you've kind of kept that architectural style from the office in Brandenburg.
Yeah, it's easy enough structure to build, so I guess I like it. So
I know when they were building that, when I was living in Meade County, and I watched that one build there in Brandenburg, and I thought, is that going to be a church building? Is all that stained glass,
Yeah, a lot of people say that. It's definitely a big steeple. So
well, it's pretty the way you turn the different colored lights on at different times and things. So that's pretty cool. All right. Well, here's obviously you guys have been supporting high school sports by being a sponsor of our live coverage. And that's been going on for quite a while. So why do you think why has Brandenburg gotten involved that way?
Well, like I said, we're a local company, so the community is important to us. We want to give all of our customers, the best services and conveniences. So, a lot of people, if they can't make the game, they can go to Channel 1 and watch it. We play a lot of replays, so if you missed it, you can go back and catch it. We also are involved in the high school, like a co-op program. So as much as we can interact with the high schools and the high school kids, the better for us, because maybe they'll work for us one day. So we want to definitely keep that relationship going.
So you mentioned the co-op program. Is that a way for students to learn more about technology?
Yeah, our co-op program, they can work in the office. They can slowly learn and just get a better knowledge of what we do.
Wow, that's awesome, because that's something that Hardin County Schools is big in right now, is getting kids ready to work.
Yes, definitely. That's huge lately. Even the college is doing that through HCEC-TV.
Yeah. Kind of hard to remember that day, but it changed a few years ago. But yeah. Well, we really appreciate all that you do for us, and folks, there's a lot of things here in Hardin County we would not be able to do if it wasn't for Brandenburg Telecom basically backing us up. And so we really appreciate all that you do.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks for being here today.
Right.
Now we're going to get back to that ball game.
Welcome back from our HCEC-TV Live Sports. I'm here with one of our outstanding sports sponsors. They've been with us for many, many years. It's E-Town Exterminating, and joining me is Sean Rich, and he is the CEO of E-Town Exterminating. You all just celebrated a huge milestone just recently. Talk about that, Sean.
Yes, July 1976 was... and this year we celebrated our our 40th anniversary. In doing so, we had a meal out at Freeman Lake, and we invited a lot of people in the community, and we had a big celebration.
Now, for those that may not know, what are all the services that E-Town Exterminating provides?
Well, we have 3 different divisions. We have pest control, termite, and mold management. In pest control, we have monthly services, we have bi-monthly and quarterly. And we can even do just a one-time service if that's what the customer wants. And in the general pest, we take care of like crickets, spiders, ants, etc. And then we also have bed bug services, which is a different type of service. And then in termite, we have liquid barrier services. And then our popular service is Centricon Colony Elimination System. And that's where we put the green stations around the house. And it has a material inside of it that the termites will feed off of, and they take that insect growth regulator back to the colony and it'll eliminate the colony. And then the mold management service, we have a monthly service for that.
I was going to say moles are the death of many people.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
What do you think is the key to your success at E-Town Exterminating?
I think our huge success is we put the customer first, we provide a very good service, and then also we give back to the community. And I think that's been 3 really key elements of our success.
So for 40 years, you started with how many people? How many employees did Roy have?
We started with 3 employees, and now we employ 29.
That's a great economic impact for our community too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Why do you feel it's important to be a community sponsor?
Well, just like high school athletics, we see a need in these programs. With my children participating in varsity sports, I know, and also a booster rep for five years, I know that there's not a lot of money that's there for those kids. And we want to make this a special moment for them. Every kid should be able to go in and have good equipment and be able to travel and go to a lot of different events. And we want to be able to be a part of that.
Now, earlier we were talking about some of your sports memories, right? Mm-hmm. You were an athlete, and talk about those things. I mean, how important it is to see the fans, to be appreciated, and how that encourages you.
Well, I at E-Town High School, I ran cross country, I ran track, and also I played basketball. So I know the difference between a individual sport and a non-revenue sport, and also where we have a lot of fans. And so looking at what I went through and all the joy that I had, and looking back and all the different players and athletes that I was able to play with, I see those special bonds that I still have here today. And so I feel like that when you play for your school and you have fellow student athletes that play alongside of you, you're going to have those special relationships.
Well, I know it really does support us. Your sponsorship, without that and without the other sponsors on HCEC-TV Live Sports, we couldn't do our 80 events a year.
Right.
And I really do think it means a lot to those athletes.
And I appreciate you and HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom for allowing us to go along with this ride, because we feel like this is a unique opportunity for student athletes to be on live TV, and allowing the viewers out there to see these girls and boys to be able to go out and play for their schools. And I remember years ago when Brandenburg Telecom came to me about a sponsorship on this, I was like, sign me up, because we wanted to give back that way.
I was going to say, it has so much impact. I'll have parents tell me that their grandparents were able to watch it, and that lived out of state. Of course, we have a strong military, so therefore they're some of them can watch it in a distance, and so it really does mean a lot to the community. So I really want to First off, I want to appreciate you for doing that.
Well, thank you very much.
Now, besides Elizabethtown, you're not just E-Town exterminating.
No, we cover 8 different counties, but our core emphasis first is Hardin County and then LaRue and Meade County.
Awesome. And again, if someone would like to get in touch with you and your services, how can they do that?
Well, they can call us directly at 270-737-6900, or they can visit our website at www.mugabug.com.
I was going to say that's an easy moniker to remember, that mugabug.com.
Yes.
When individuals call you, the other nice thing is they actually speak to a person.
Yes, we have 3 lovely ladies that answer our phones at E-Town Exterminating, and they'll take care of your needs.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Sean, for joining us. And we want to thank all of our live sports sponsors for bringing HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's live